Epigenetic harmony. We're on day 2 of the webinar, and the first one was really about, excuse my French, the fuck you part, where we realize as a child that there's nobody watching my back. There's nobody there to protect me. I can't trust my parents. I can't trust the house. I can't trust anybody. I can't trust God. So it's the part where we lose the connection with God and we start going into the mind and controlling and manipulating our life systems because we're not trusting flow. We're not trusting that we're supported by something greater than us and is a greater part of us trying to get through and support us each day. So these moments are where, for example, you were maybe in a house that wasn't safe and you had to dissociate. That was your way of survival, was to dissociate out of the body, and you froze. Now, what's coming up today is as we worked on those disconnected parts, those aggressive parts in the system where the blood is boiling, that's what we were working with yesterday, are the moments where we go into destruction in our lives, our relationships, our friendships, our career, and where we really are destroying our own systems, or we're attracting people who will do that to us. And this is where we've entangled with a very destructive energy or a lot of fear, anxiety in the system. This evening, what I want to address is, which is coming through very strong, I want to ask you the question, how much of your childhood do you remember? Do you remember what's your earliest memory in your childhood? What years are missing in your childhood? And these are the frozen memories I would like to address in this evening's webinar, is really to address what are the missing memory fields connected to, because they're in a bubble where a part of you is still there in that time and space with that energy, that's really important, or with the one who was making you feel devastated or scared or in fear or misused you. So then we ask ourselves, why are we creating the same old lives again? And it could be because you're connected to these fields. So in tonight's webinar, what I'd like to stress is all these frozen memory fields that are in bubbles. And we don't have to remember what they are, but if you can bring the intention, and the homework today would be ask your system what years are missing, what memories are missing from my childhood. And then the systems will start preparing yourself to enter the webinar. And then we can really embody. Because if you don't address those fields, I'm realizing is that we're just going to keep attracting and dissociating and having illusions in life of ourselves, of people, of putting too much expectations on people around us and living in a fantasy world. So, and also we will find it difficult to ground. And also this is about finances, because if you're not in reality, you're not in creation, you're not connected to the Fibonacci codes in your physical aspect. And when I work, it's working from the physical, the blood level, all the way up through the different stages of consciousness. So as you clear one, it's working in all fields at once. That's how I work. And it creates a cellular shift. So the missing memories I'd like to work with this evening, and the fragments, and then bring your consciousness back in, and then you can stabilize your system, harmonize your system within your system, within your physical aspect, within all levels of your soul and your aura. And it's clearing all this shock. Also, what I want to address that came up yesterday was the anxiety that may be in your system, fear and anxiety, and just to release it, take you out of this survival mode and allow you to be in wholeness with ease in creation. So we're going to work with these fields and deeply with first, second chakra, and very much in these frozen memory fields. So, and then closing the system and then releasing the threads. For me, it's not enough to cut a thread with somebody unless I've worked with why did I resonate with that person and what part of me needs to change, and then close the system and then release the threads. So yeah, if you want to be part of this webinar, I invite you to be there this evening. If you were not there yesterday, it's all good. The recordings are out and it's on the website. So when you purchase the link, you will receive yesterday's recording, and then you can enter live this evening. Or else if you want to watch the two of them later at your convenience, it works the very same. all the Spirit told me years ago to that they're living recordings, meaning that it's in the quantum field where there is no time and space, and it will match you where you're at. So don't worry if you can't make it live this evening. It will work in the field, and it will grow stronger and stronger the more results that are coming into the system. So we'll match where you're at, and each time you watch it again, it will match where you're at that moment. All the webinars I have, then you can save for years if you want, and just drop into them whenever you feel something's out of alignment, and then you can clear it. So each of the webinars is different levels of consciousness. It's Academy on my webinar or on my website, and they're all different levels of consciousness to work through. So to make real impactful changes, I realized that everything's a different system and different levels of consciousness. And then just Spirit will pull up what level of consciousness I'm ready to work with, address. When that's clear, that's transformed. And then I go up to another level of consciousness. So sometimes to go up, we need to go down. That's what I learned a long time ago. So for me, I look for the root cause of every symptom, the root cause of everything, to go into the pressure points. It's like a safety lock or a numbers lock, padlock, that you find the pressure point, and from the pressure point, the system will open, and then you can address the energy that's inside. So how I work is to look into where are the pressure points within us, where we're still entangled with a memory field, or part of us still in the school, the classroom, where I felt not good about myself, I felt insecure, I was afraid of being slapped, I was afraid of being shamed, or afraid to be called up to the blackboard, to be publicly shamed. So all these moments which are not addressed, part of us is still in the classroom, part of us is still in school or wherever we are in the childhood. These are the moments I'd like to address, so you can go back into wholeness and you stop attracting this energy of bullying, of disconnect, destruction in your life system. So we can be ease and we can be whole. So this is what I'll be addressing in this evening's webinar. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you there. If you're going to be part of it, or even if you're not, I invite you to ask yourself today, what part of my childhood memories, what are the age groups I have, and then which age groups are missing? And then if you enter the webinar space, we can go deeper this evening with those intention. Have a beautiful day, and thank you for all your love and support over the years, and for being on this journey. As you're changing, you're supporting all of us. We're all like a drop in the ocean. When we change our frequency, it changes the whole collective frequency. So I want to honor you, your ancestors, and we're here at the right time because we can handle it. Have a beautiful day. Thank you.